Welcome, friends. Good to have everyone here. Nice to be with you all again. This is our weekly guided meditation based on the teachings and techniques of Paramhansa Yogananda. My name is Krishna, and this is going to be a bit of a special series that we started last week, and we're going to continue on that. This is going to be some guided visualizations that we're going to be getting into based on the poetry of Yogananda. He's a fully awakened master that wrote some really beautiful poetry, and this is a way that we can really enter into that space with Yogananda. We're going to be moving through the inner world, the astral world, the dream world, and learning to appreciate and enjoy that inner world that we can see in our minds, and we can learn to become more childlike, and we learn how to really see these spaces in our minds, and then learn how to also become free from all of the attachments of hanging on to anything as we let go of those attachments and open ourselves up to the divine qualities that are always available to us and always here, the qualities of peace, calmness, joy in motion, which is love. When we feel joy and share that with another, that's love. Wisdom that comes through for us. Before we get into our time together, I wanted to invite these masters that are working through me, this lineage of Kriya Yoga masters. I was initiated onto the path of Kriya Yoga by my teachers at Ananda Village in California. And this is going to be a way to really open our hearts and feel the vibration of Yogananda, which when you can feel Yogananda's energy, it's really joy that comes over us. So as we open our hearts and welcome the feeling of joy as we invite these great masters, and this is a completely universal gathering here, so if you have teachers, deities or sages, saints that you would like to invite into this space, bring them into this space to help us to go deeper in our meditation. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, dearest friend, beloved God, great masters of self-realization, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahoshai, Swami Sri Yukteswar, beloved Guru Paramhansa Yogananda Ji, great saints and sages of all traditions, humbly, lovingly, we invoke your presence. Divine Mother, awaken your love in us. Shine your light forever on the altar of our devotion, and then teach us to awaken that love in all. Great masters, help us to go deep in our meditation tonight. Help us to focus and concentrate on these words that can take us into the depths of our inner world and free us from all attachments so that we can experience the divine qualities. Be with us. Help us to bring our full effort here tonight as we relax into you coming and helping us to go deeper, helping us to concentrate and to focus so that we can be filled with this light and share it with everyone that we meet. Om, peace, Amen. I was thinking about how this idea of I find thee behind the fringe of my mind. So that present moment, behind the fringe of my mind, that's always talking. And this is so much like, you can imagine, I was thinking this week about how this coming to this earth in this body is so much like a movie that you wanted to see really bad, and you took incarnation to come see this movie, And throughout the whole movie, there's somebody sitting next to you, complaining, judging, worrying about what's going to happen next, criticizing it, talking about how this was better than that, your movie's better than mine. And we just never get to enjoy the movie, and that's why we're so frustrated. We're just like, shut up, I'm trying to watch the movie. And that's like who we are. We're the soul. We're trying to just watch the movie and enjoy it, but that mind is just always chattering and talking, and that's not us. That chattering mind is not us. That's the ego chattering and talking. We're actually the soul that came here to watch the movie. But what we're doing, that's where slowly we find ourselves here, sitting, being interested in meditation. We've probably been doing this for a long time. We've been coming here and over, watching these movies a lot. And eventually we get to a place where we start looking inward and we want to train the mind. Maybe I can get that mind to stop talking so much. What could I do? And then you start hearing maybe ways of how to start getting your brain to stop talking so much, so that you can really start looking, listening, experiencing this life in a new way. And so we're going to be practicing that tonight. We're going to be going on a visual guided journey, a meditation where we're going to be going through some stages, first beginning with seeing the world illuminated by moonbeams, which I feel like this space is a nice place for that because it feels kind of moonlit right now. I know whenever I'm outside and there's a full moon, I love seeing when the full moon casts a shadow, like in the middle of the night, and you see a shadow on the ground. I feel like that feeling is just so special. And so we're going to be going through a bit of a guided journey where we're going to be using our imaginations to be seeing things lit by the moon. And then as we go through, we're going to be letting go. We're going to be letting go of things. We're going to work with one of Yogananda's most beautiful poems called Samadhi, where it's a fully awakened master who can go into complete freedom, Samadhi bliss, and he wrote this poem while in that state, kind of coming in and out of that state to be able to write and go back into it, and to be able to capture that for us. So I wanted to go take us on a journey with that poem so that we can go with that master and feel the bliss that he felt. We're invoking him to be here with us. So there's no reason why you can't feel these divine qualities as well. There's only limitations are in our minds, so if we say we can or we can't, then we're correct either way. So let's say that we can. Let's open our hearts and really feel these divine qualities. We're going to be relaxing ourselves. So what we're doing here is we want to use our focus in the same way that we are going into a meditation. So we're not going to be just relaxing, is what I'm saying. So don't think of this as like, okay, we're just going to here relax and I'm just going to try to relieve some stress. You know, that is what's going to happen, but we can go so much farther beyond that. What we're doing here is we're going to also mix in a little bit of learning how creativity works. So that's why you have the journals there. I've been really finding out this week that we can use meditation to go deep into meditation, into that no mind space where we're feeling the divine qualities, feeling peace, feeling calmness. And our mind chatter maybe stops for some moments. And that's very fertile ground for inspiration to start coming in. And it could be like one of the divine qualities is wisdom, Gyan Yoga, wisdom that comes in. But what happens when we're in a meditation or we're here listening to a guided journey and all of a sudden you start getting ideas or you feel like you're getting solutions to your problems or some project that you're working on, you get some aha moment and you want to start like thinking about that, and all of a sudden now you're talking and you don't even know how you got there, but now your mind is just going and you forgot what I was saying and you didn't even remember you're in this room anymore. You know, that's where it's gonna go. So what I wanted to propose is when you're in that state and you're feeling that relaxation and then you start feeling like inspiration coming in, just feel that I'm fertile ground. Thank you for that. Don't chase it. Don't feel like you have to write it down now or anything like that. just welcome it and let it go. And just keep letting it go, keep letting it go. And then at the end of our meditation, I'm going to give you some time to say, okay, now. If you had something for me to say, if you want me to write something down, you want me to have an idea, tell it to me now. So we're going to make a prayer at the end where that inspiration, your muse, your inner mentor or genius can come through and tell you what to write down at the end. So don't worry about having to, stifle those thoughts. We're going to welcome that again at the end. So we're going to go through this guided journey and then going into the awakened samadhi bliss states, opening our heart and feeling that. And then as we bring that love and that joy into our hearts, we fill ourselves with light. At the end of our meditation, we're going to send that light out to our world as peace. And this is what the warriors of light who've come here during this time, and I deem you all warriors of light, energetic protectors. We're all here during this time to help bring more peace to this world. We know we need it. And you can think of us here now as we're like throwing a stone into a lake that is a very vast lake, a lake, and we're throwing that, and it's rippling out. So we're sending this peace energy throughout the whole lake. It's going to go out through the whole entire world, and we're going to bathe this planet and our universe in bliss and in peace and in calmness, and sending that light out. And the world needs you for that reason. That's why you're here. That's the way God works through people. So that's what we're here to do. So we're going to also relax and release some tension in our body before we begin. And we're going to start with a little breathing technique it's called even count breathing. We're going to inhale through the nostrils slowly to a count of 6. Then we're going to hold the breath to a count of 6, and then slowly through our nostrils, we're going to exhale through a count of 6. While you're doing that, lift your gaze up to the point between the eyebrows. You can feel how you get more alert, more awake. When you do that, you can lower your gaze down to the floor. You can feel how you start to go into a dreamy sleep, and you start to fall asleep. And if you bring your gaze back up again, you start feeling awake and alert. So throughout the meditation, just remember to keep bringing your awareness, your gaze back up to that point. So let's begin. Let's get ready for our meditation here together. We're going to sit with our backs in a straight line, our head parallel to the floor, and our palms are upturned at the junction of the legs and the torso. We're going to be inhaling with a double inhale, and then we're going to tense all the muscles in our body, and then we're going to exhale with a double exhalation. It's like, we're going to relax, release, and feel all that energy pour into your body, all that joy pour into your body. So let's begin now. Taking in a deep inhale in, all the way out. And now, double inhale and tense. Low, medium, high tension in all the muscles, vibrating with willingness, and exhale. Relax, release, feel. Again, inhale and tense. Low, medium, high tension in all the muscles, vibrating with willingness, and exhale. Relax, release, feel. Last round, inhale and tense. Low, medium, high, just a bit higher, vibrating with willingness, and exhale. Relax, release, feel that energy pouring into your body. Exhaling all the breath. Now very slowly through the nostrils, inhale. Hold, keeping the gaze uplifted to the point between the eyebrows. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Breathing normally. Just allowing that breath to come and go naturally. You can have a little conversation with your friend that's always there chatting and talking throughout the whole movie. Ask him to be quiet. You can call on your higher self, your inner guru, your inner mentor to help you to concentrate and to focus. Focus your mind on these words from a great awakened master to help us to enjoy this cosmic movie, to learn how to let go, not to hang on, to not to have selfish desires, to be able to learn that when we let go, we open ourselves to receiving so much more than we were hanging on to. Mix your mind with the moonbeams. Wash your sorrows in their rays. Feel the mystic rays silently spreading over your body. Over trees, over vast lands, behold yourself under the moonlight, standing in an open landscape with still eyes. Visible scenes and beyond the horizon. Let your meditation run past the realm of the visible to the lands of fantasy. From the moonbeam visible objects to the dim stars and distant galaxies. The distant skies lying beyond. In the eternal stillness of the ether, all is throbbing with life. Spreading out and covering not only one side of the earth, but everywhere in the eternal region of your spacious mind. space over trackless skies. In realization, perceive everything in the moonbeams. Mountains, forests, ancient civilizations and pyramids, temples, cities, deserts, everything. Now, mentally repeating these words inwardly to focus. Goodbye, blue house of heaven. Farewell, stars in celestial bodies. Goodbye to the dramas. Projected on the screen of space. Goodbye, flowers, with your traps of beauty and fragrance. You can hold me no longer. I am flying home. Goodbye to the warm embrace of sunshine. Farewell, cool, soothing breeze. Goodbye, entertaining music of men. I stayed long, reveling with all of you. Dancing with my verily costumed. Dancing with my verily costumed thoughts and drinking the wine of my feelings and my mundane will. I have now forsaken the intoxications of delusions. Goodbye, muscles, bones, bodily motions. Farewell, breath. I cast thee from my breast. Goodbye, heartthrobs. Emotions, thoughts, and memories. I am flying home in the plane of silence. I go to feel my heart throb in Him. I soar in the plane of consciousness. Above, beneath, left, right, within and without, everywhere, to find that in every nook of my space home, I have always been in the sacred presence of my Father. Vanished the veils of light and shade, lifted every vapor of sorrow, sailed away all dawns of fleeting joy, gone the dim sensory mirage. Love, hate, health, disease, life, death. Perish these false shadows on the screen of duality. Waves of laughter, Scyllas of sarcasm, melancholic whirlpools melting in the vast sea of bliss. The universe, forgotten dream. Subconsciously lurks, ready to awaken ready to pervade my newly awakened memory divine. I live without the cosmic shadow, but it is not bereft of me. As the sea exists without the waves, yet that they breathe not without the sea. Dreams, wakings, states of deep turiya, sleep, present, past, future, no more for me, but ever present, all flowing, I, everywhere. Planets, stars, stardust, earth, volcanic bursts of doomsday cataclysm, nature's molding furnace, glaciers of silent X-rays, burning electron floods, thoughts of all men, past, present, to come. Every blade of grass, myself, mankind, each particle of universal dust, anger, greed, good, bad, salvation, lust. I swallowed, transmuted all into a vast ocean of blood of my own one being. Smoldering joy, off-puffed by meditation, blinding my tearful eyes, burst into immortal flames of bliss, consumed my tears, my frame, my all. Thou art I am thou, knowing, knower, known as one. Tranquil, unbroken thrill, eternally living, ever new peace. Not an unconscious state without willful return. Samadhi but extends my conscious realm beyond the limits of the mortal frame to the furthest boundary of eternity, where I, the cosmic sea, watch the little ego floating in me. The sparrow, each grain of sand, fall not without my sight. All space, like an iceberg, floats within my mental sea. colossal container I of all things made by deeper, longer, thirsty, guru-given meditation comes this celestial samadhi. Mobile murmurs of atoms are heard. The dark earth mountains, veils, low molten liquid, flowing seas change into vapors of nebulae. Om blows upon vapors, opening wondrously their veils. Oceans stand revealed, shining electrons, till at last the sound of the cosmic drum vanished the grosser lights into eternal rays of all-pervading bliss. From joy I came, for joy I live. In sacred joy I melt. Ocean of mind, I drink all creation's waves. Four veils of solid, liquid, vapor, light, lift aright. Myself in everything enters the great myself. Gone forever, fitful, flickering shadows of mortal memory. Spotless is my mental sky. Below, ahead, and high above. Eternity and I, one united ray. A tiny bubble of laughter. I am become the sea of mirth itself. Now, feeling the formlessness of your being, you are sitting in the center of eternity. Just as you have seen searchlights throwing beams of light into the sky, feel that you are now throwing a searchlight of love. Emanating in all directions from your heart. Over over the universe and everywhere. The whole universe is covered with the searchlight of joy. Feel that. The world needs your love. The world needs your love so that the hearts filled with the darkness of fear and hate may be dispelled by the searchlight of your love. Meditate on that. Peace, like a river, flows through you. You are a searchlight of boundless love, and you are throwing a searchlight of love from your heart. See this light pouring over the neighborhood. See it pouring over our city. See it pouring over our state, our country, over the oceans. All countries, flooding the earth with the searchlight of love. Dispelling the darkness of fear and hate on our planet, awakening all beings from their spiritual amnesia. See this light spreading throughout the entire universe. Love. 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 With our gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows, Yogananda tells us that this point between the eyebrows is like a mental microphone or a spiritual broadcasting station, allowing us to broadcast our sacred demands to the infinite. We are gathered here together, seeking the infinite. Yogananda tells us that One of the simplest and sweetest ways to approach the divine is to become childlike. Feel yourself childlike before the infinite as your divine mother, Mother Nature, the mother behind all mothers, who loves you, who's never judging you. She's so happy when you pay attention to her. So with the gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows, let's call out to her now. Simultaneously opening our hearts, keeping our gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows, send this mantra to her like a beam of energy, mentally chanting, reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. Now feeling that heart center opening, feeling a vibration there, feeling that vibration growing stronger and stronger and stronger. Feeling that the heart center now is like a lotus bud, and that lotus bud is opening wide, and the light of the divine is now pouring down into that heart center of the heart. Feeling that light growing brighter and brighter and brighter, and so bright that the edges of our body now blur with the light all around us. Feel the space around your body. Feel that light expanding out from this building, creating a dome over this building, blessing this space. This light is expanding out into the streets, into the neighborhood, into the city, blessing this city. This light is expanding out across the state, blessing this state. This light is expanding over our country. So many great souls in our country. See this light pouring over our country. All those with open hearts are being nourished by this light, bringing them energy and vitality for their bodies, clarity and wisdom for their minds, ever new joy and passion for their souls to do good work on this planet, to become inspired. This world does not improve from wars, from force. This world improves when the divine brings wisdom, clarity, inspiration, and fresh ideas into her people. Great things happen through creativity. Feel that creativity pouring over our country. See that light expanding, going over the oceans, lighting up the waters, blue oceans, nourishing the water, the sea creatures, the reefs. This light is now spreading out to all countries. So many great souls on this planet, in all of the countries in the world. See this light pouring over all of the countries and pouring that light into all receptive hearts. And anywhere that someone is afraid or in pain or hungry, thirsty, lonely, see them calling out. See this light pouring into their hearts and filling them with calmness. Letting them know that this calmness is within us all. Yogananda tells us that calmness is invincibility, and that with calmness we can stand unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds. When we're calm, we make good decisions. When we're calm, we see opportunities. When we're calm, we attract good things to us. We never need to be afraid. Joining together now with all of the warriors of light on this planet, we stand together unafraid, calmness in our hearts, knowing that when we step forward with perfect faith in the power of the omnipresent goodness, that we will always have what we need at the time we need it. Feel that. Feel this light now as we join together with our palms together in front of our hearts. Repeat this prayer with me out loud. And then we're going to rub our palms together and raise our palms. We're going to send this light out from our hearts, out through our arms, out through our palms, to bless this world with peace. So, repeating after me, Divine Mother,
Divine Mother,
Thou art omnipresent,
Thou art omnipresent,
Thou art in all Thy children,
Thou art in all Thy children,
manifest Thy healing presence,
manifest Thy healing presence
in all bodies,
in all bodies,
all minds, and all souls.
and all souls.
Rubbing the palms together, feeling this warm magnetic energy in the palms, taking in a deep breath. Palms up. Here in the afterglow of your meditation, your prayers are amplified. Take a moment now. Connect with the Creator as your Heavenly Father, who is the dreamer of this dream reality. He is the Emperor of the universe, and you are a child of the Emperor of the universe. Feel free to call on what you need in this moment. If you're looking for inspiration, call on that inspiration now. If you have questions, ask for solutions, answers, or for wisdom, call on it now. And when you feel ready, you can feel free to write in your journal. You can write any stream of consciousness that comes through as the wisdom comes through. Enjoy the creative time with your Heavenly Father.